This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking Boulevard Brewing Collaboration number 6. Boulevard Smokestack Series, barrel-aged blend. It is Imperial Stout X Tart Cherry from Boulevard, Bourbon Barrel Quad from Boulevard, and then Stickee Monkee and Velvet Merkin from Firestone Walker. So, for our 6th edition of our collaboration series, we invited Matt Brilson, brewmaster of our sister brewery, Firestone Walker, to join Boulevard brewmaster Stephen Powell's in our barrel aging cave. Armed only with their pallets and some graduated cylinders and a bunch of tulip glasses, they blended and sampled it until they arrived at the perfect blend. So, this was made on September 23rd. Oh no, I'm sorry, Best Buy, September 23rd, 2018. So I'm guessing it was made in 2016. I'm sure this would age well. I got this for Christmas, and I'm pretty excited to drink it. I've never actually had Stickee Monkee or Velvet Merkin. The other two I've not actually even heard of, but I don't drink a lot of Boulevard beers, even though we can get them up here in Connecticut and or Western Massachusetts. So it's 12.5% by 12.5% ABV, and other than that, it's really not a style, but a flavor. So we will go ahead and give it a crack. And I have to admit, with these cork systems, a lot of times it's hard to look really cool opening them, but let's give it a twist. There we go. Opened right up. This is pretty warm. I wanted to let it warm up. A boatload of smoke coming off of it. Obviously, I am not going to drink all of this myself today. I am using a tulip glass, seeing as that's what they used to blend it originally. Now, as always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave some comments. So, my 3 sons are going to be here in a little while, and they will help me polish this puppy off. So, let's do a little aroma. You can smell that. You can smell that tart cherry. Little bit, it's faint, but a little bit of like black coffee. Oh, a little bit of milk chocolate. And you can definitely get the quad in there too. And I guess a hint of our bourbon in there too. Our bourbon barrel quad. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. It is pretty good. And it's not really like anything else that you can really say, bang, just drink it, because it's such a blend. So up front, you get that tart cherry. And a lot of times with the big imperial stouts and stuff like that, I'll say dried fruit and I'll say dried cherry. This is a little different. It's a little more forward on the tongue, and it's a little bit more actual straight up cherry flavor. You do get some nice warming down in the chest, but you don't taste the alcohol. You feel the warming, but you don't taste the alcohol. Oh, I never even did the appearance. Oh, I'm so excited to drink this one that I went out of order. It's actually dark ruby when I hold it right up to the sunlight. You can see through it a little bit. As we saw, we had some fair amount of head on it, but it's dissipating rapidly with that 12.5% alcohol. So again, we get the tart cherry. Then you get the quad. So that creamy sweetness of the quad. Taste a little of the bourbon, just a hint. back end, you get some of that milk chocolate. It's finishes reasonably dry, leaves the tongue dry. And it's reasonably, I don't say reasonably, but it doesn't have the rich creaminess that sometimes you get in some of these super spouts. So it's more astringent, if that's the word I'm looking for, but a little bit less velvet smoothness, but more astringent tart. And that might be the tart cherry up front. I could see you get into big trouble really fast with this one. 12.5%, and it's got some sweetness going on. I think this would be a wonderful dessert beer. It's definitely not like, hey, I just mowed the lawn, let's have a beer. So, and I'm dancing around now because I'm not sure what I think of it. I like it, and I think my gut's telling me, oh, it's such a wonderful collaboration. You really got to boost that score up. It's really good beer. I don't know that it's a great beer. So score-wise, hopefully this is still, my app just shut off, so hopefully we're still taping. Score-wise, I'd say this is a 87 out of 100. A solid beer, B+ beer. Till next time, keep drinking.